It is the summer solstice, 21st of June. The Druids have been down to Stonehenge and worshipped the sunrise, and I've made the trip across the country to see some classic British cars go up the hill climb at Shelsley Walsh in Worcestershire. And I don't think it's a competition as such. I think it's quite a lot of regular owners that have brought classic cars of all types, mostly Triumphs, MGs, Land Rover, Jaguar, a few Austins, all sorts of different bits and pieces, but pretty much all British cars. And yeah, everything from a Land Rover to a Grand Prix car going up the hill. Let's go and sample the sounds and smells and sights of Shelsley Walsh hill climb. Let's go.
There's a couple of Lotuses leading the field for the next group. Lovely little Mini there as well, another MG
Well, yeah, for an MOT? Yeah. But those balls do it automatically. So you don't have to have the lenses reset. I do all the motorcycle. That's also my baby. It's also electric. Yeah, they're one. They move the engine Well, the truly here, 200 plus, short power, for big breath, you're a little bit more today. Well, I'm up and still a rubber in the morning, what about you, mate? Now, I always get up by a quick sip of rubber.
is the crossover between the race car and the road, of course. Very good account of himself earlier on when he took his first run, the green light goes green and the Rover heads sedately but beautifully up Shelsley Walsh Hill through Land Rover history between 1939 and 1948 when Jaguar launched from the very first car. Jaguar was over running here over 17 houses came at the top of the roof watching from microscopic spots on Old Hill obviously at the time. Amazing development from the Second World War and really this control vehicle that we got yesterday was has been taken up the hill and now a very much larger wonderful 3-litre straight six in the office. Now, there's a bit of a
Move to your vehicles now. Thank you.
on the build based of course underneath on the Triumph TR3 when it went over to Italy. The first styling job was a guy called Giovanni Michelotti who would later go on to design all sorts of production designs. This was an uncommon Lotus design circle. This was the car that turned the TR3, a rugged British sports car, into something that's real Italian influence. Probably one of the most expensive cars anywhere.
You see that Charles probably went well with yeah, he's trying to make the car for us. But you want to replace the engine. Yeah, here we have an engine. Slightly more not sedate, but toned down Jaguar 3.8 Mark II here. So it's got all the back robbers around. I don't think anyone was really pulled over for robbing a bank in a Mark II, but they got that reputation because
They had that saloon prowess, they had the luxurious interior, they had the boot, but they had 250 brake horsepower. The quickest that Ford Mondeo realised. Through the first right-hand pit over the body, underseated collection vehicles, of course, with roofs on those Spitfires, making those introduction to the GT6. Now, as our SD4 roof on their side. So you like it satellite? Yes. Up further on, and this road, might say, but not quite, but with the bulbs on the front of the bonnet there would have helped them. Wonderful. Well, on the mistaken for running, not quite the same mission, similar but not quite the same. Criticised in production for having unassisted at the front. This Lotus bus, the Uni-Power GT 01587, one of the only examples of this. Sounding rather raunchy, actually, I must admit. And the driver very much feels help by the
So my personal account is just on the and then these guys are very nice.
I really like this Series 1 stripped back on the aluminium. I've often wondered whether I should do that to my one. Take the blue paint off, just have it alley. This one's modified to a 3.5 litre V8. Big 750 16 tyres on it. Nice looking machine that.
Still exists as the most published motor author in the world. He's written more books than anyone else on a variety of different cars. I used to stand next to him as we're now doing clothes, and he used to tell me all sorts of Most of the stuff I know about that, I pick it up from this. Whenever I get a chance, I check it on the snow.
I think out of all the vehicles parked in this line up here, I already own 2 of them, and I've owned at least 5 others, Discovery Range Rovers. Just fantastic machines, aren't they?
It's fine. I mean, at the top of the family, and then by the time you cube back together, I mean, it's not great. It just takes a little while to do. This when it's on the diver, you can run it at certain temperature. So, but here we
of the UK market. They brought with them specific high-performance balloon cars. They already have the Dolomite there, and with the Dolomite wonderful vinyl roof. Part 2 version of the Escort, very possibly squared off into coaching to the Escort that takes the full, but this is full rally specifications. And the light curve.
So the last batch of cars heading back down the hill, take a well-earned break, and hope you enjoyed the video. Sights and sounds of the Lucas Classic at work, Shelsley Walsh hill climb. If you did, please put a subscription on the channel. Please like the video, comment, share to your friends. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.